Here's a good question. What year did your favorite movie come out in? Well, my favorite movie came out in 1971. Oof, who would have thought that a 26-year-old's favorite movie, came out in 1971? Now, I know that probably none of you really care, and probably none of you really want to hear it. But I'm going to make this statement. What movie, you may be thinking to yourself? It's Duel. My favorite movie of all time is Duel. It's directed by Steven Spielberg, which immediately, hands down, is a good movie, because Steven Spielberg does a lot of good movies. Before spinning cinematic gold from sharks, dinosaurs, and homesick aliens, a young Steven Spielberg directed this high-velocity thriller about an innocent motorist terrorized by an evil truck. What's kind of funny is that I never thought that the motorist was ever innocent. When he waved at that truck driver when he passed him, that was just like, you're an idiot. You are a mustached idiot for waving at that truck driver. You do not wave at a pissed off driver. You don't. You're asking to be murdered. Spielberg's first full-length movie, Duel, helped jumpstart the director's big screen career with a gripping, action-packed story hailed by critics as a film that ... belongs on the classics shelf reserved for top suspensors. Dennis Weaver, who I have no idea who he is. Sorry, Dennis Weaver, but you're kind of an idiot for waving at the truck driver. Stars as the traveling salesman waging a desperate battle for survival after he is mysteriously singled out for destruction because you waved at him. You don't wave at a pissed-off truck driver. The guy probably never slept, and he obviously woke up on the wrong side of the bed. Idiot. Praised for its deft use of... I used two big words for me. Praised for its deft use of relentlessly mounting psychological tension, Duel features one of the most uniquely terrifying characters in movie histories, a massive, roaring 40-ton truck. With more sheer menace than most flesh-and-blood villains. They are correct there. The truck is so scary. It's even scary because on the back of the truck it says flammable, which you know that you can't fight it, because if you fight it, you're gonna explode. And, oh my gosh, I don't know what it uses, but Dennis Weaver, the character, he uses, the best, phrase. He says, some souped up something. The truck goes faster than the car itself. Trucks don't do that. That truck is possessed. The 70s were full of a lot of possessed movies. I don't know why. But Steven Spielberg was literally just getting started. A few years later, the action of Spielberg's blockbuster hit Jaws would echo Duel's tale of a lone hero in a heart-stopping fight to finish against a monstrous, inhuman foe. Which, little trivia, and I'll probably get it wrong because I always get things wrong, but at the very end of Duel, there's a scene where, spoiler alert, if you guys never seen Duel before, plug your ears, but at the very end of the movie, the truck, goes off a cliff, and as it falls, it bends, because it's a truck, okay? There's the cab, and there's and there's a trailer. As it's crashing down, it bends, and it makes this weird sound. Well, Jaws came out way later. I think it came out in 1974. I could be wrong, but I don't remember. Because I know that Robert Shaw died in 76, and I know that it was a couple years after Jaws, so I'm going to say 74. When Roy Scheider shoots the shark, and the shark sinks, there's almost like a sound of a whale. Well, that's the sound from Duel when the truck crashes. I don't know how Steven Spielberg ever associated a truck collapsing down a cliff with a shark dying, but it worked. It's the same thing with Jurassic Park. The roaring of the dinosaur is a chair being pulled out from a table. You know, it just sounds like a really massive chair being pulled, and that's the sound of the T-Rex. Steven Spielberg is great. He's good at making sound effects. But anyway, do not mark my words on that, because I'm sure if you look it up, you'll find out, oh, there's nothing in common, but I read that somewhere, and I tend to soak up whatever I read, and that's why I'm full of a lot of bull crap, because I'm just like, I read that somewhere. I found it in the fiction section, so I know it's real, you know. Anyway. 6 minutes to describe my favorite movie. This is why I have no friends. It's okay. The truck driver's my friend.